why is it so hard to make a YouTube? You know, I've been wanting to restart a YouTube for the longest time, and I don't know about any of you, but I had a lot of mental chatter going on. It's like, oh, it has to look perfect. I have to make the time to do this. I need the best camera, mic, lighting, all that stuff, and it just gets pushed off. And all like this worrying because it's like something I like still keep going back to, and it's like I thought about doing a podcast, and there's like, oh, okay, getting the right stuff and like finding the right people, and I'm just like, this is really overwhelming. And I'm just like, even just making this video, I've already lost count how many times I've like stopped because I'm just cringing, looking and hearing myself, and I'm just like, yeah, this doesn't sound right. But, despite all that, here I am right now making this. And, since this is the first YouTube on this channel, probably nobody's gonna see it. So I'm just gonna wing it. And, here I am. And I know, sometimes just doing the action, just getting yourself out there, just putting it right, that's like the hardest part. Because, like, once you start talking, once you start doing it, okay, great. Because right now I'm just focusing on talking and not listening to the excessive chatter. Like, who am I to start a YouTube? Do I look right? Oh, I don't have the best lighting for this. Or what if my cat's gonna come in? Or all this kind of chatter is going on. But sometimes you just gotta go through it anyway. And I know I've actually tried recording this earlier today. My plan was to do it much earlier today. Then I'm like, oh, I gotta clean this space so it looks a little nicer to have a YouTube. I think, which is fair because it was a bit, yeah. And then it's like, oh, it got late, and there's like I have to make dinner, and now it's like almost 11 o'clock at night. But I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and because I was like, I'm gonna make this video, I'm gonna post it, and then I got super scared. Like that monkey chatter was like raging like in my head. It was like, I'm not good enough. I didn't like the outfit I was wearing. Everything I just like, turn off. I'm like, you know what? I just made the YouTube today. That's good enough. I can make a video tomorrow. And I'm just like, so I just had that moment of relief where I'm like, okay, thank God I don't have to make this YouTube today. But there was just that little tiny voice in my head saying, you kind of really should. I'm just like, I know I kind of want to, but I don't want to at the same time. And so I open up YouTube. I'm like, maybe the YouTube algorithm with synchronicity and everything else will just show me what I need to see. And it did. So I saw one video, talking about, shadow work, and another was like not being afraid of being seen, all these types of things. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna hit the video again, and we're gonna do it, and we're gonna post it, and hopefully it will be before midnight so I can get it in today. So sometimes, you know, it is scary being bold, just bold, just go out and do it. But um, I think, at least my definition of bravery, like, I don't know if that this is everyone else's definitions of bravery or whatever works for you, but it's just like being scared of doing something and doing it anyway. I think that's like some like the bravest stuff. That's just like, just go out and do it. And that's what I'm doing right now. And as I'm talking, looking at myself, I'm like, okay, I'm okay in this. It's like, it's a lot less scary than the past couple times I did it. And, you know, I've been seeing a couple YouTubes where a lot of YouTubers are like, oh yeah, YouTube algorithm, they are promoting small creators. This is your time to get money and monetize. This is your time to do it. And I'm just like, it is my time. But I don't want to get obsessive. What if I burn out? Because I tried doing this a couple years ago and I just burnt out. I wasn't really enjoying like what I was talking about. I was just trying to find excuses to keep going, and I like deleted all the videos, and I'm just like, ah. And I'm just like, okay, what if I'm just doing this for my own sake? Like, I have zero expectations. Like, I'm also expecting nobody to find this video, which hopefully makes this a little easier for me to post this because I'm not doing any editing right now. Like, I can't even think about editing right now because that will make the monkey chatter go even crazier right now. So my goal is to finish this video, save it, not delete it, and post it online. That's the goal. And I'm already a good portion of the way there, considering I'm still talking, and it's already been, I don't even know how many minutes. I can't even care about how many minutes right now. So, you know, sometimes, like, as I'm like making this video and talking about this video and thinking about, what it took me to like get the moving, get the moving of it, what's the excuse you need to start? And I found my excuses. It's just like, oh, I don't want to do it. But I'm like, let's just look at YouTube. Like, look at all these other people like talking about start, start, start. And I found that really empowering just because, you know, people can say everything they want about algorithms and stuff like that. And I'm just like, algorithms are also a way of synchronicity because it's like, I like the things that I like. And if I don't like something, I don't like them and it shows me less of them. I don't invalidate that. Like, I don't get a big huffy puffiness of, oh, I don't like that. I'm just like, because why am I going to put all my energy on something I like when I could put my energy on something that I do like? So I'm just like, I'm just going to focus on that. And going back to my point, because I feel like I'm starting to trail off because sometimes when I talk, I kind of go into different story and I forget to come back to the original point. So hopefully this is still clear. And luckily I have not deleted the video yet. But it's just like, I just needed to find the excuse. And what helped, again, going back to my point, was all these other people saying, oh, you should start, don't be afraid, put yourself out there. I think it's okay to be afraid because it's like I'm moving past the fear and I'm probably still going to feel fear next couple of videos and stuff. I mean, I need to really define what the fears are. I mean, I kind of have an idea, fear of self-worth and all that stuff, but something a little bit more specific. I also think, the more I do this, the more confident I will be, and I won't be as afraid just because it will be more normal. But since this is very normal, it's exciting, but it feels anxious because of my negative belief systems, and I'm going to work on those. But I'm going to say it's exciting, and I'm going to work on cleaning that up a little bit so I just see it as just pure excitement and fun. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. Okay, good. But going back to my point, like, it's exciting talking and getting everything out. But what I really found empowering as I'm like looking at all these videos, especially like the past month or two, is I see people like me making like these videos. And I'm not saying all the YouTubers look exactly like me, but I find elements of myself in them. Rather, it's the hair or the eyes or like how they're talking, what they're talking about. And that was like really empowering because I was able to see reflections, I guess, of myself in that kind of a way. Not an exact twin. I'm looking at the screen, but it's like, yeah, I could do that. That's that's totally doable. And they're giving me the excuses to do it. Like, yeah, come on, do it, do it, do it. Like, none of these people know me at all, but you know, I'm sure we all impacted people's lives without even realizing it. Like, because one of the things I do randomly is I sometimes like to give people compliments just randomly, and a lot of times I'll be with people I don't know and stuff like that, or someone like I don't know. Like, for example, I was at the podiatrist because I had a procedure done, and going up for like follow-up visits, and I noticed the receptionist, he had like these glasses. I'm just like, those are really interesting because I don't see glasses that are hexagonal and they were like gold. I'm like, oh, like those glasses look really good on you. Like I've never seen glasses like with that shape and that gold tone, that gold rim. It like really suits your face so well. And he just had like a really gorgeous smile about him. And it's like, I don't know this, I can't even remember his name, which I kind of feel bad, but it's like I never asked for the name. But to my point, it's just like, how often do we just randomly compliment people, especially guys? I think also as when maybe women are a little afraid, like, oh, do they think I'm hitting on them and stuff like that? Because I've also stopped people, men was like, in like goth costumes or just like, oh, I liked how you put things together. You know, I like to come up with interesting ways to compliment people, not to just say that, oh, I think you're pretty or something. Unless it's like a little girl, like when I was like Halloween and it's like, oh, they're in like their fairy or princess. It's like, oh, you're super. I just come up, I don't even think about whistle with little kids. I'm just happy to acknowledge little kids and stuff like that. But I think, you know, it's good practice because we tend to be so hard on ourselves. And I feel like if I make the effort to compliment someone randomly and stuff like that and be a little thoughtful with that, I think of that as a double gift. So, what I mean by a double gift is I'm gifting them the compliment so they can, so someone sees something good and positive about themselves. Like that's something I was able to give to them. Like, because, you know, not everyone gets compliments all the time. But it was also a gift from me because I was able to acknowledge that beauty, that positive quality in someone else, which in essence is a reflection of me in that kind of a sense. So I just think of it as a double gift because I felt good saying it to them and I felt good, you know, being able to say it to them. So it would, I don't know. That sounded a little better in my head, but I hope you get the point of that. So I'm a lot calmer than when I first hit the record button. So this is my day one of trying to, no, of doing this YouTube. There's no trying, there's doing. I'm I want to do daily. I don't know if I will do daily. I haven't decided that, but I'm going to push for daily at least for like the next 30 days, 21 days. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but at least somewhere between 21 30 days I want to aim for doing it daily. But I also want to leave myself with the opportunity, like, oh, if something open up, something happens, I won't have to feel bad because I missed it. But I wanted to give myself something to look forward to. I don't know, maybe it's a bit of myself trying to give myself a little bit of a way out, but I just kind of want to be open to what happens and not being afraid or talking bad about myself because I did or didn't. But my intention is to at least do them frequently. I would say minimum 4 times a week. Maybe we'll go for daily. I'll take it one step at a time because right now, just being able to do this video for you all, whoever ends up watching this, I think is really great just because I just needed the excuse to hit the button. And if someone out there finds this, at the rare possibility of someone finding this and they get inspired to do something, whether it's, I don't care if it's YouTube or it's like putting themselves out there, like doing, starting a project or saying hello, something, it's great. If nobody finds this, that's okay too. I'm just going to be open to see what happens. And thank you for joining me for my first video. And I'm looking forward to making more. Bye.